Hello, fellow producers and music makers. Today I have something really exciting to show you. This is my Serum 2 Skinner. This is a program that will let you easily create new skins and themes for Serum without having to go in and actually edit each individual picture. So getting started, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to navigate to my, if you're a Windows user, Documents, Export Records, Serum 2 Presets, scroll down to where you see skins, and by default Serum gives you this default skin folder here, and what I recommend doing is just duplicate that folder, and we're going to go ahead and rename this so we don't know, so we're not accidentally overriding the default skin. So now that we've created our new folder, we're going to go back to Serum 2 Skinner, and we're going to click on Browse Skin Folder, navigate back to where you have that new folder saved. So it's going to be Documents, Expert, Serum 2, Skins. Your new skin folder is created. And we're only really concerned about one of these right now. So in Serum 2, the 1x and 2x is how it determines the resizability and scaling for the GUI. If you're not worried about rescaling your Serum, then you're only really concerned about the 1x folder. All right, so we'll select that folder. And what that's going to do, it's going to load every single image file that actually creates the GUI for Serum. Now what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. I'm going to click one of these overlay. Actually, I'm going to click one of these panel options because these panels show me a bigger screen, a bigger image in the previewer here, and I get a better idea what's going on when I make my edits. So I'm just going to pick one here. Let's see. Let's go with this browser. Why not? Then I'm going to switch over to the Image Editor tab. Now what this tab lets me do is I can actually retint the image. I can change the tint strength, maybe bump up the contrast some, make it real crazy, turn down saturation, maybe turn up the brightness, and you can always change these to taste, that's totally fine. And the really cool thing is I also added this thing, it's the texture, the overlay texture image. So we click this, we can load an image. I have this nice little paper texture here. And by default, the blend mode is set to normal. So we're gonna need to change that to one of the blend modes here. And now you can see I have an overlay of a texture image here. And you can always adjust the strength to taste. And you can change the blend modes if you want. Now when you're done making your edit to one of your images here in the to the image in your Serum, you can always apply the changes to change just this picture. You can undo the changes, which will revert the changes back, or you can do apply to all images, and this will overwrite every image in that file folder, right? So it'll apply the same effect to everything in that folder that you just created. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'll click this, and it's going to prompt me, am I sure I want to apply these settings to all the images? I'm going to hit yes. Now this is going to take about roughly 20 to 30 seconds for it to take place. If you think the program is freezing up on you, don't worry, it's not freezing, it's just taking a second to think. It's got 349 images to alter with all these effects I just made. It shouldn't take very long. Okay, so applied to all 349 images. So the skin is now complete. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my DAW of choice. I'm going to load up a new copy of Serum. And by the way, if you didn't know, you need to make sure you don't have any copies of Serum running when you go to apply the changes in the editor, otherwise it will not work. So in Serum, change my skin. I'm going to pick the new awesome skin I just made. And you can see all the effects I just made now took place basically within seconds of doing it here in the Serum 2 Skinner. It affects everything except the color mapping. So currently in the current version of the Skinner, it's only going to affect all the images. Color mapping is going to affect the oscillators, the envelopes, and fun things like that. But in the meantime, before I update this thing anymore, you will be able to change the look of basically everything about Serum up until that point. So with that being said, this is my Serum 2 Skinner. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you make some really cool stuff with it. And yeah, if you like it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, that's it. That's the Serum 2 Skinner. I hope you guys like it.